Well, I don't know if it's by irony, pure luck, or maybe the timing of this new movie coming out called Star Wars, but guess what? The Hubble Space Telescope has seemingly found a lightsaber, and it's in our own galaxy, not too terribly far away. Okay, it's a little bit far away. Let's bring in Dr. Ken Carpenter from NASA. How exciting and what great timing. What are we looking at with this lightsaber?
We're looking at a star system in the process of formation. The star is at the center of the picture behind that cloud of dust and gas. You see two beams of light coming out for it like the blades of a lightsaber, like a double-bladed saber like Darth Maul would use, one of the Sith Lords. Those beams of light in this case are actually particles racing out from the poles of the stars and glowing with a tremendous amount of energy. The particles are moving out in those beams at about 100,000 miles an hour. Just an incredible amount of energy being generated by the formation of the stellar system at the center of the picture.
Wow, that is such an incredible photo. I'm going to ask, it's not in visible light. This is in what, UV range?
It's visible and infrared combination pictures. We do that a lot, use different wavelengths of light, different colors of light, because we can see different layers of the object that way. The infrared light, redder than what the eye sees, goes deeper through the clouds, and we can see more of the interior. So we typically use multiple colors of light, in this case optical and infrared.
Dr. Ken, is this the first time you've ever seen something like this?
First time we've seen a lightsaber,
Okay.
I believe. We see lots of interesting formations. Forming star systems do all sorts of crazy things. Sometimes you see spheres, sometimes you see disks, sometimes you see beams of light coming out like that. You see some images here that shows star formation in external galaxies further away than what we saw. And here you see an image called the Hubble Ultra Deep Field, which really is far, far away. These are galaxies back near the edges of space and time in an area of the sky that looks completely blank unless you look at it for a very long time. We stared at it for about 11 days with Hubble to get the picture, which shows about 10,000 galaxies, each of which has something like 100 billion stars in it. Just an incredible image, and looking back toward the origin of the universe itself.
Hard to fathom the numbers. Well, I've looked at your Twitter feed. I know you're a science fiction fan, just like me. So I'm going to ask you this.
Indeed.
Did this inspire you to become a NASA scientist?
It did, in part. I'm old enough that Star Trek had the first influences on me back in the 60s, but most of us at NASA were equally impressed by Star Wars and inspired to go on and explore space and see what's out there. And one of the things we're doing with Hubble nowadays is finding some of the things that Star Wars had imagined for us earlier on. We're actually seeing them in the real universe.
Absolutely incredible. Well, let us know if you ever see a Death Star and give us a little bit of a heads up. Would you do that for us?
We will indeed, and we are prepared to do battle if necessary.
I love it. Well, may the Force be with you, sir. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.